What's going on, guys? This is Dr. Shai, your plant-based doctor. In this video, I'm going to be talking about something completely different than what I usually talk about. It's not nutrition, it's not activity, it's about self-love and self-care and how important this is to a part of the healthy journey. Let's get into it. This video is super interesting because it's completely different than what I usually do. Because I always talk about health, I always talk about activity, I always talk about doing things physically that favors you and also eating the right foods to get you in a healthy pathway. But aside from all that, now we're going to start to hit the spirit side, which is super important. And this is all about self-care, this is all about self-love, and this is about self-embracing. So let's get into that. This is a weird part of my journey as well. And I'm sharing this because this is exactly how I feel. And there's been periods where I feel lost. There's periods where I don't feel like myself. There's periods where I feel like I may be missing something. And that's when you start to dissect how you're feeling and what you've gone through. Because at this period of my life, I got new experiences coming. I might be moving to a brand new location where I might not know anybody there. And it's anxious, right? It's kind of scary too. Start to question yourself as to, am I making this move? Is this correct? Am I doing this for me? Am I doing this for somebody else? And these are all questions that need to be answered. But ultimately what it comes down to is, do you know yourself? Are you taking the time to know yourself? Because self-love, self-embracing, and just self-introspection is so important. So let's talk about self-love really quick. I think if you want to be in healthy relationships, whether that's with friends, whether that's with family, or whether that's with your partner, or even with yourself, I think you really have to know who you are, what you like, what you don't like. Are you able to forgive? Are you able to show compassion? Are you able to show all these attributes for a healthy lifestyle? This is one thing that I've learned, is that love is not something that we give to others. It's something that we cultivate within ourselves. If you want to be in a healthy relationship with somebody else, you have to be in a healthy relationship with yourself. That's an important thing to notice. Let's break that down, because there's various factors into self-love and how you can have a healthy relationship with yourself. Number one is, we talk about childhood trauma. We talk about past experiences. We talk about your likes and your don't likes. We talk about societal pressures. All these things will kind of cope and change and mold how you feel and look. But here's the thing, it's not an end goal, it's an active process. It's an active process of self-love, meaning you're constantly embracing yourself. You're constantly trying to work yourself and trying to understand how your childhood was and how it's affecting you, and how the societal pressures are affecting you, and ultimately what are your thoughts inside that are affecting you. One thing that I've learned is that practice of self-love is not just about loving yourself, but it's about setting boundaries. It's about forgiveness. It's about compassion. It's about commitment. And it's an ongoing commitment to bettering yourself or someone else. Because there's a big distinction that I've learned that what love is. Love is not a noun. Love is a verb. It's the intention of growing. It's the intention of seeing someone else grow or seeing yourself grow. That is what love is. And when you say an intention, it's a verb. It's a constant action. There is no end goal. When it's a noun, it's just the end goal. That's what you identify. Love becomes a verb. It becomes infinite. It becomes a process that you continuously work on every single day. That is what I truly believe what love is. Self-care practices include, there's so many things. There's mindfulness, there's self-reflection, there is journaling, there is compassion care, there is interests that basically connect us to people and with ourselves on a deeper level. That fosters a healthy relationship. On the opposite, there are things that also stop from self-love, which is hatred, which is animosity, which is jealousy, self-doubt, competition. These are the things that maybe challenge you to grow in that self-love journey. But the number one thing and the answer to that is awareness. Having that awareness, you can weave around these things and find ways to cope and get better each day. In an idealistic society, if we all did these practices of self-love and self-compassion, I really think that we would have a way more compassionate. It's an interesting concept, and I suggest you guys to go into it. Take some time, go on that journey of self-love and self-embracement, because you will start to find things that are so different from what you're actually seeing currently. You're gonna start to look at life a little differently. And again, this all ties back to health. Ultimately, health is multidimensional. It's a balance of mental, physical, and spiritual. That little triangle, that's what we call shalom, or that's what we call balance, or that's what we call triangle of balance, right? That is exactly what we're trying to look for. It's a sense of wholeness, it's a sense of authenticity, it's a sense of forgiveness, giving. It's a sense of empowerment that can basically positively positively affect everyone else around you. I mean, that's how you create great communities. So to wrap this video, I hope this video was helpful, and anyone who's in that position of where you feel lost and you just don't know yourself, or you're going to a situation or a new stage in life where it's a little hectic and you start to question yourself, my answer to you is go back to self-embracement, go back to self-love, go back to where it all started. Pick an activity where you're able to express yourself. Journaling is awesome. I recommend that for everybody. I started journaling 2 years ago, and I can't tell you how much of an impact that it had for me, because there's so many thoughts up in here. But once you're able to organize this and put it on a piece of paper, you could read it. You could read it from a far-eye view, and you can start making relations to it as to why I feel like this, why I feel like that. Keep in mind, this is a work in progress. Health is a working progress. It's something that we have to intentionally do every single day. You can't just follow a meal plan. You can't just do a workout and I'm living a healthy lifestyle. It doesn't work like that. You got to be actively working on this, and you got to enjoy the journey, because if you're actively working on this, every day is going to get better. You're going to see yourself getting better, and what a feeling it is when you finally notice that first improvement from where you had maybe previously. That one moment where you're just like, dang, in the past I would have done it this way, but now since I know the complexities and the repercussions of this decision, I'm going to make this decision which I know is going to benefit me in the future. That's the key. That's the key to a happy, healthy life. Like, happy and healthy is synonymous. The last thing I want to take away for you in this video for you guys is, when you look at health, look at it multidimensionally. Don't just look at it just from food. Don't just look at it just from the activity, but look at it as a multidimensional system. It's self-love, it's compassion, it's healthy relationships, it's healthy food, it's activity, it's your relationship with yourself, with others, your loved ones, knowing childhood trauma. There's so many things to unpack, man. There is so many things to unpack, and this is what I want to share to you guys. This is my message out there, is that medicine it's not unidimensional, it is multi-dimensional. Medicine is the art of healing. If you want to heal somebody, if you want to heal yourself, you have to play around with all avenues, not just one. I hope that resonates with you guys. If it does, drop some comments in the comment section. I will answer them for you. I want to know what you guys think about this. And yeah, this is Dr. Shah, your plant-based doctor, trying to get you happy and healthy. I'll see you guys next time. Please share this video and subscribe.